What if I told you you could have everything you wanted in your life and all you had to do was get up 1 hour earlier each day? Would you? Now, let me tell you that I was not part of the converted when I first learned about getting up earlier. Like, I'm talking getting up earlier than everybody else in your house. Kids, husbands, partners, whomever, so that you can have a little bit of time to yourself, a little bit of silence, a little bit of solace, and a little bit of sanity. Now, I was a perpetual snoozer. From the days of high school, I have always been someone who has loved sleep. I've heard my parents say that. I've heard my roommates say that. And I have come to believe it. And well into my 30s, I believe that I needed a lot of sleep in order to function. Because when you hear a story about yourself often enough, you believe it. So it wasn't until I started to turn my shit show into my mojo that I had heard people talking about this early morning club, this 5 a.m. club, this getting up earlier than everybody else in your house. And there were not hundreds, not thousands, but hundreds of thousands of people doing it all over the world. The first person who introduced me to this was a man by the name of Robin Sharma. And he has coined a club called the 5 a.m. Club. Now, when I first heard this, and if you were to tell me you'll be part of it, I would have said you are dead wrong, because I have been a snoozer for decades. I've never gotten up early, never wanted to be up early, had nothing and no purpose to do it. But it wasn't until I decided that I was going to change my life. And so what do you do when you want to change your life? Well, you look to the people who have done it, right? Who have been successful in getting their shit together. And I started to think, well, these people have their shit together. What are they doing? Part of what they were doing was waking up early. So I love, speaking of Robin Sharma, I love a quote that he says I'm referring to, and it says, "The way you start your day determines how well you live your life." And I cannot tell you how poignant and true that statement is. Now, for the past 4 or 5 years, I have been part of the Getting Up Early Club. And I tell you, it has shifted the way things happen in my life drastically. Just like all of those people before me, all of those people who have massive success, all of those people who are living the dream life that they want. It's not because they're any different from you or I. The fact of the matter is that they got their ass out of bed. Now, what did they do once they did that? Well, we're going to talk a little bit about mind over mattress here. Now, when you have an early flight to catch, a 4 or 5 or 6 a.m. flight, you are up, not just before that, but hours prior to make sure you have everything in your bag. You have your ticket. You have everything you need. You have to be there early or you can't get on the plane. And so when that alarm goes off and says, time to get up for your flight, do you hit the snooze? Do you think, I'll get up later? No, you jump up, you get out of bed, you get ready, and you get to that flight. Because if you miss it, perhaps it's a missed trip or whatever it may be. But why, when it comes to our life and what we really want, are we so apt to just hit that snooze button over and over and over again? Now, you might think, I'm never doing this. Lori, you're crazy. I'm already exhausted as it is. I am not getting up early. And I tell you that I have heard this excuse hundreds of times by all the mamas who think they're not early risers. Because when it comes down to it, if you really want to be, you would. Now, what do I do in the morning? Well, there's a list of things that you can do that really get you going. Set yourself up for a day of awesomeness. And they're in the free PDF that you can download below. So I encourage you to check out the PDF, check out the ideas, put some into place. It could be literally getting up 5 minutes before or 15 minutes before you usually do, and trying either one or a few of these different options in order to start your day and hence change your life. That is what I am asking you to do today. Get up a little bit earlier, have some time for yourself, and set yourself up for success. I can't wait to hear how you like it.